Hello friends, today I am going to tell you about three of the Indian scientists who deserve, according to me, more than what you call Nobel Prize. I have justification for it. Kindly go through the video first. First name I will suggest is Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose. J.C. Bose among us is known as a founder of modern science in India. His work in physics is well known, but he is also known for his plant neurobiology works. He said that all plants coordinate their movement and respond to the environment through electrical signals and possess the equivalent of well-developed nervous system. He worked on connecting signals to distant places through electromagnetic waves, something we can call remote control system. He was a professor of physics at Presidency College, and Marconi's wireless telegraphy, for which he was given Nobel Prize in 1909, which can be correlated as radio communication, has an origin in his work, and many say that this Nobel Prize should have been given to J.C. Bose instead of Marconi's. J.C. Bose also did work on and invented crescograph, has some implications with plant growth. J.C. Bose Institute was founded by him, and he was pioneering, and J.C. Bose Institute is known for his pioneering work in cosmic rays and nuclear physics research in India, and also known for the discovery of mechanism of action of cholera toxins, which was done by the scientist from J.C. Bose Institute, S.N. Day. Now, J.C. Bose also worked on microwaves and millimeter waves. He pioneered his work on millimeter waves components, which has implications in spark gap generator, coherent detector, and other antennae subsystems. Most striking aspect of millimeter wave is that it is broad band width and better penetration depth in adverse climatic conditions like dust, snow, fog, and smoke. Promising potential for future of defense and security aspects. So you can think about the importance of his work on physics as well as biology or plant neurobiology, which is still undergoing research in the same institutes, J.C. Bose Institute. Not talking about his own lineage, his nephew D.M. Bose. So he joined Cambridge in 1907 and worked on cosmic rays, artificial radioactivity, and neutron physics. He was the longest serving director of Bose Institute. His service range duration is 30 years, from 1938 to 1967. He worked with J.J. Thomson at Cavendish Lab, world-known scientist, and also worked on plant physiology research of J.C. Bose. And he concluded that plants respond to external stimuli. He was a member of committee recommended for the formation of Atomic Research Commission in India, and was also a member of CSIR committee planned setting up of National Physics Laboratory and National Chemistry Laboratory. He worked successfully photographing the recoil tracks of radioactive nuclei during the process of alpha emission. Now, the controversial giving of Nobel Prize in 1952, Cecil Frank Powell has a say and can be proved also by his acknowledgement, by the acknowledgement of Cecil Frank Powell himself in his book in 1959. In 1950 he was given Nobel Prize, and in 1959 he acknowledged himself in his book the study of elementary particles by the photographic methods that Bose and Chaudhary method of photographing was first attempt by photographic method of his research, for which he was given the Nobel Prize. So the story of these two persons, scientists, Indian scientists, who deserved for Nobel Prize and missed it because of the obvious reasons, you can now understand. Now comes the third scientist, Indian scientist, named Salim Moizuddin Abdul Ali. He was also not given Nobel Prize, but the reason being that his interest was not in traditional ways of scientific studies. Rather, his interest was in living birds in its natural environment. With Sidney Dillon Ripley, he wrote 10 volumes of Handbook of Birds of India and Pakistan. His key roles are in upliftment of Bombay Natural History Society after 1947 and creation of Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary and prevention of destruction of Silent Valley National Park, which is an evergreen subtropical forest in Palakkad district of Kerala. He was a Xavier College first year dropout, and he opted for family's tungsten mining, engaging with the family's tungsten mining in Burma. And by the way, there was a forest surrounding nearby, and because of his childhood interest in shooting, he got a naturalist and hunting skills opportunity to be involved in the forest nearby. And meanwhile he also met, and his interest was so powerful that he meanwhile also met and worked with Berthold Ribbentrop, a pioneering forester from Germany, said to have inspired Rudyard Kipling for one of his character in his earliest Jungle Book stories. Later on, in 1917, he returned to India and continued his studies at Dover College of Commerce in law and accountancy. But Father Elther Blatter somehow persuaded him to study zoology, which gave way to his field select ornithology, that is the science of birds. And now I would like to return to Sidney Dillon Ripley. With him, he wrote his book, famous book. Sidney Dillon Ripley was an American ornithologist and wildlife conservationist. Got Presidential Medal of Freedom by Ronald Reagan, President of America, in 1985. But he was a former agent of OSS, a World War II American intelligence agency. So some people say that CIA had a hand in a bird ringing operation in India, coordinated by him, Sidney Dillon Ripley. But I want to say that Sidney Dillon Ripley and Salim Ali had some differences too. As clear from the Ernst Walter Mayer, an American German evolutionary biologist who contributed to the conceptual revolution that led to even Darwinian evolution theory or research. So this Ernst Walter Mayer wrote to Ripley complaining about Salim Ali that as far as collecting is concerned, I don't think he ever understood the necessity for collecting series. Maybe you can, the person, Ripley, can convince him or Salim Ali of that. The lackings of the Salim Ali, which he was convincing, he was suggesting Ripley to convince Salim Ali. So Salim Ali replied to Ripley that my head reels all these nomenclatural metaphysics. I feel strongly like retiring from ornithology itself if this is the stuff, and spend rest of my days in peace of the wilderness with birds and away from frenzy of taxonomical warfare. But the same person who fought with the traditionalism in science got J. Paul Getty Award, currently administered by World Wildlife Fund. He also got Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. So these were the justifications which you can better understand that these persons should have been given Nobel Prize and more than that. I salute to these personalities of India at the occasion of Independence Day as a part of Indian Independence Day celebration. Thank you for watching.